Whoopee! Cytherean Empress is here. So this is another dragon that has been turned into a vampire. We do also have a new dragon to take a look at today. But first of all, let's go through this brand new Halloween arena because I really dig this skin, I have to say. I do like it. And if you look at the little blob follower that Cytherean normally has, that turns into like a purple spider thing as well, but I actually really like the design of this, and they're kind of bringing vampires back, but in the form of skill skins on existing dragons, which is interesting. But this is the collection, the Arena Showdown. So it's like the regular Arena Showdowns, except now we've got extra stuff going on. And also there is something special about Cytherean and this skill skin in particular, which we'll take a look at. But you need 25 of these sea totems from the arena, which is going to be a lot of grind in 7 days, but you can definitely do it. But on top of getting this new skill skin for this dragon, you can also get orbs for the dragon, which we'll need. We have rank up coins, you can get the dragon herself, and some more jokers. But a part of this event will include actually probably empowering this dragon. So if you've already got an empowered Cytherean, and to be honest, at one point I was genuinely considering it many moons ago, but there is actually a special event going on with this dragon right now. So this is the official post on the DragonCityGame.com website, and it says that Halloween Islands have had a makeover, which, well, they haven't on PC yet. And then we have Juice's Arena Showdown Halloween Edition. So the first Arena Showdown will be from the 17th today to the 24th of October, and then there will be another one on the 24th to the 31st. And so this first one, as you know, we just took a look at that little collection there, it says that you can get the new vampire skill skin, which grants Cytherean Empress the special leech vamp skill. But then we have the second Showdown collection, which I think is an interesting one, because it says that there won't be any regular tributes this time. You know how tributes, they boost the dragons and make them super OP? Well, this time, the only boosted dragon is Cytherean Empress. So that is the only boosted dragon in that showdown, and it says complete milestones to earn rewards such as rank up coins, blah 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 blah. And that basically means that the only top tier dragon this time is going to be the one and the only Halloweeny little Cytherean. So Cytherean Empress Dragon's vampire boosts are only active once her vampire skill skin has also been obtained and are limited to this arena showdown. So interesting. I could see people spending lots of money on trying to boost a Cytherean right now, but for now, I'd say the most important thing is to try and be optimal. Like, I only just got my final bit of energy back here, so make sure you're trying to be as optimal as possible and getting as much as you can out of this lovely sea arena. But that is not the only other thing of note today, because we do also have the new EVADER's Divine Pass. And so EVADERs are an interesting concept, and in the description for this one, for instance, it says, they hit hard while dodging attacks. A demon of your nightmares, the onrush EVADER dragon travels fast, moves silently, and can hunt you effortlessly. Now, I'm not 100% sure where EVADERs sit yet, because yeah, we've seen some of the early info on these, and I've seen a couple of videos of these dragons going on, but it needs a little bit more time before we make any claims of just how good these dragons are. But just to go through the skill of this new dragon. Evasion, so deals damage and reduces the chance of receiving damage for following turns. And now I remember seeing someone say that the chance of receiving damage was 50%. I would have to confirm that, but I don't know why they can't just list that in game, by the way. Like, same with Karma Dodge. Why is Karma Dodge not just in the game somewhere? I don't know. But deals damage and reduces the chance of receiving damage. So yeah, it's kind of like a karma in a way, but I don't know exactly where this boy sits. I mean, he's got an interesting set of elements, being, you know, dream, chaos, flame, and light there, which I actually think kind of fits his design for a change, because there's so many dragons where it's like, yeah, that does not suit you at all. But this one, it actually kind of does. But I think onrush evaders definitely have potential to be very annoying against things like spiked dragons, depending on how all the interactions go, which again, that's another thing that I'd have to double check. Because it's one thing testing it once and then seeing other people report on it, or like the first time, but then once you've done it 50 times, it's a little bit different. So I think these dragons have great potential, but whether they're going to live up to that, we shall see. But I'm definitely interested in seeing what their other designs are going to look like. But on top of that dragon, of course, we do have the new pass, which does mean more opportunities for more spiked insignias and such jennies. So what is not to love? Lots of spiked insignias. These tokens are like so useless. I don't even know why they're an item. They genuinely just take up a slot of something that's actually good. So that is slightly annoying, but I don't think we've got anything else new in terms of quests. We do have the 2 karma quests, which I still need to do, and we do have leatherback quests as well, which I don't have leatherback, so we can't do him yet. We have been logging in for the maze event, as you can see, and we will try and pick up the pumpkin next, see if we get ×3. We'll get the spiked insignias. Can we get the final pumpkin? I'm probably going to say no, but we shall see how that one goes. But I believe that is all the new stuff for now. Of course, outside of that, we've got a heroic race ongoing. We do have that maze event, where if you want to know where I'm up to currently in the maze event, just to know, I am on the legendary path. We are currently before this pumpkin boy here, and then we have the Gemtopia chest. We're not all that far away from Mr. Paper Bag, so hopefully we can pick up that one and maybe the extra pumpkin on the other path as well, but I wouldn't be expecting any more than that unless we get really lucky with the ads, so there is that too. But you know, in terms of the actual, the arenas themselves, you know, because of skill-based matchmaking these days, it doesn't actually matter too much whether you have max level dragons, whereas in Dragon City 2 years ago, you know, if you wanted to enter Master, the advice would have always been to make sure that you've got tons of level 70s. You don't need to do that anymore, because since skill-based matchmaking just pairs you against equal opponents, or it's meant to, it means that usually you're going to run into a set of enemies that you have the possibility to beat, or maybe close to. Maybe if you change a couple of things with, I don't know, your perks or something, you might have a better chance. But you know, it's just, with these arenas, you need at least 3 dragons of every single element available to clear any of them. Any and all of them that come up. Because, you know, you can try all you want to just have like 3 or 4 main dragons, maybe 5 main dragons, and just do as much as you possibly can with them, but in my experience from the arena bans and boosts, it's just not going to be enough until you have like a massive range of dragons. I mean, it should be pretty obvious that considering how many elements we have in this game, and the fact that you're only allowed, well, 1 element is essential for each of these arenas. Oh, should we try our luck against... Oh god, that is disgusting! No thank you. I was about to say that. Oh god, not another one. Ah! Okay, I'm not pressing skip again, but why is this happening? That is absolutely repulsive. Why? I was hoping to skip just a couple of times just so I wouldn't have to deal with it, but here we are. Deal with it we shall. Disgusting. But anyway, yeah, you need a lot of dragons that can cover pretty much anything. And if you're wondering why I did that with the shield up, I don't know, actually. I probably shouldn't have. Let's be honest, I just saw the karma and I've immediately lost my sense of reality. Because it's like, I'm just so used to these things blocking like 7 million times that my brain gives up. Especially since when I'm trying to use my own karma, it feels like they never ever block anything. And then as soon as I go against one of these, that's it. It's like suddenly they pull out every single cheat code you could ever imagine. Like, just some of the blocks on these guys are insane. But, you know, if only my own karma could do that. But, you know, maybe... Really? Another block? Have you not had enough? Oh, please. Oh, God, he's gonna kill everything because of his Arcana skill as well. Is there even any avoiding this? That's it. We're just gonna get completely wiped because this game is buggy as all hell. Well, rest in peace. It was nice knowing you, everyone. Look, even though they've got revive perks, they still get taken out. I just wanted to showcase that to you, just to show you how broken and buggy this game is, by the way. So yeah, you could get blocked 7 million times and then face a dragon that's going to have a skill that's going to wipe your whole team, even though it's not meant to. Welcome to Dragon City. Anyway, I need to get back on topic to what I was actually talking about. So, actually, we don't want to do that because we've got shield up still. But anyway, what I was actually saying was that you need a big range of dragons to be able to clear every single different type of arena you could ever face. You're going to need a lot of dragons, a lot of them. And also, it just means that you have more versatility that way. Because, like, sometimes you might have a dragon that you could use during an arena, but what if they're just not a great pick in that arena? Because sometimes you'll have an arena where you have a dragon that is, like, perfect. It crits everything, doesn't get crit by close to anyone. And that is considered when we talk about, you know, how good are certain dragons. It's usually better to consider, you know, everything, including their elements, their specific arenas. But obviously, if you're only considering that as of right now, because this event has started, well, you're probably not going to be able to do very much about it because, I mean, the event's already on now. It's not like you can really change anything at this point. But it is a good thing to keep in mind because we do get these mini events every now and then, and we do have Arena Showdown anyway, like every single week. But the only thing I noticed about this Arena Showdown is because we've got the Cytherean Empress dragon being the main reward, it does also mean that we aren't getting the usual Joker rewards. So that's kind of annoying. Not really a big fan of that bit, but, you know, at the same time, I do like just boosting random dragons and turning old dragons into vampires. It's kind of cool. So, I don't know, it's annoying losing out on potential jokers, but at the same time, it's kind of exciting, so I'll let it lie for now. But, yeah, I do like the fact that they are making regular dragons kind of interesting again, in a way. But I do find it very weird that rather than bringing out new vampires or anything like that, they just want to add it to the old ones. Which, I guess this is one of the plus sides, one of the benefits to skill skins. But one of the major downsides to skill skins is that, you know, the day that we got skill skins, and you could go back and see all of my logs and everything. From the day that skill skins were first released, I said that that was the downfall of Dragon City. And I mean, since then, we've gotten broken event after broken event after broken event. Oh my god, I keep doing that. I keep swapping into him when he's got his shield up. But, yeah, I don't know. I really... I just hated it. The second that I saw skill skins as a whole ass concept, it's like, well, they're certainly going to try and monetize this one, aren't they? And they do, of course. They have to heavily monetize it now. It's probably one of the reasons they bring out 5 bajillion million events all the time. But at least this one with this skill skin is actually doable. So that's a positive. It's a good thing to take away. But we'll see how the event goes. And the fact that they're saying it's the only boosted dragon does kind of scare me, because it does mean that if someone just, you know, invests all the resources into that dragon, then they have the potential of just winning during that arena. But I guess if you've already got a set of really good dragons and you don't run into too many enemy Cytherians, you'll be okay. But, yeah, I don't know. Oh, look, a level 46 Karma. That's fine. We can absolutely annihilate that one. That is fine by me. Yeah, that other fight was just very, very inconvenient, and I accidentally swapped into Corrupted Legend instead of Necrea when I wanted to, which didn't help. But that was just... The second that I saw that he was coming up, I was like, well, the entire squad's gonna get taken out with that goddamn Arcana absorption. You know, that's one of the reasons why the Arcanas, to me, are actually quite highly praised. It's not necessarily just because the skill is really broken, it's also because this game doesn't work. And so you see all these dragons with revive perks, they just don't revive sometimes. Wouldn't it be crazy if this game actually worked properly? Wow, that would be nuts. But that's the reason why you have to be careful around dragons with multi-hit team attacks like that, because it can go very badly very quickly. But luckily, that was the only struggle that we had this time around, which still annoying, but we wouldn't have gotten a chest anyway. So we will wait for 2 more sets of energy. We will pick out 1 more of these. We'll get some orbs of Demona, some sea totems, and hopefully get ×3 so that we can make our progress towards that lovely, lovely collection. Even if I don't use them in the actual event, I would at least want to just have the skill skin. It would be cool. You know what I mean? Do I even have any orbs of Cytherean now that I think about it? I do have like 100 of them, but my hottie thotty is over here back from the early days. I remember because Cytherean was originally released in a tower event. I think it was it the first tower event that I actually got the dragon from, or was it the second? But either way, I 100,000,000% remember this dragon because this was a dragon upon my return. So I remember this dragon fondly, in fact. So it's nice to see a little event for her as well. But, you know, we'll have our Alliance chest done very shortly as well, especially if we have an arena event going on. So we get all those tasty gems, we get to have a free skill skin, and then we get the chaos that's going to ensue after this in the showdown event part 2. So there is that. But I guess that is all the new stuff, at least, that I wanted to talk about today. But like I said, with Arena, you're going to need tons of dragons. You need lots of them, and karmas are very annoying to deal with. They are doable a lot of the time, unless you get unlucky, and like that time, I got unlucky. But, you know, plus 90% health perks. I was really hoping that we'd run into like a 10% or something, but no luck. The only other thing is really that we have the new Dragon TV collection as well. So more dragons to get your hands on, more jokers of course as well. So we'll keep opening up these, hoping for something nice, but we'll see. For now, my focus is on that collection and just picking up random stuff. So I wish you the very best of luck with getting your hands on the spoopy Cytherean.